three. Hey guys, I'm Michelle.
I'm Ashley.
And welcome back to our channel. You guys don't know this, but it's actually been a month since we've done a video. So this is kind of like new for us all over again. It feels kind of awkward right now.
Yes.
It's like, oh, we gotta learn how to sync back up again. So today we're gonna give you guys 5 tips on going back to school, whether you're going into middle school, high school, or just a new kid going into a brand new school, like you moved states or cities or whatever, and you're entering a new school. We're giving you 5 tips. Now, on the side note, none of us have never really been a new kid. We've never moved, so we
lived here our whole life.
Yeah, so we continued on with friends. So we may not be the best at giving advice to like new students, but hopefully this helps. And yeah, let's get into this video. So tip number 5 would be memorizing the school map, if there's a map available, or just like walking around the school. Try to memorize where the classes are and
how to get there.
Yes, because true story right here. When I was entering middle school, we went on vacation, and so I did not go get a tour of the school. I did not go to register, so I had to register and do everything on the first day of school, and we were running late. And so I walked into school, got my schedule, did not know where my classes were, and my sister did not have time to tell me where each hall was. So she just goes, oh look, okay, this is your classrooms, this, that's your teachers, go. And I'm just like, okay. I got lost. I went down the right hall. I knew what hall to go to, didn't know what class to go to, so I entered the wrong classroom. Not really, I knocked because I didn't know where to go. I knocked and I'm like, hey, where's this classroom? Turns out it was like literally across the class I knocked on.
Oh my god.
Literally, it was across I knocked on this teacher and it was like right there. And so I ended up being like 20 minutes late because I was just like, didn't know which class to go into.
What were you confused on, the numbers or?
It was the numbers.
Really?
I was like, okay, I got the hall. And I was like, wait, what? The numbers? I was like, wait, what? How does this go? So I was lost. So you don't want to be me in the first day of school. It was like so embarrassing. And so I finally caught on by this second period. I finally caught on to how the classes work, like what room numbers was which. So definitely memorize the school. If there's a map available, study the map. You don't want to get lost. Know where the classes are, know where the hall is. If you need to go see a counselor or principal, definitely memorize where their office is at, because you don't want to enter the wrong one. Because I know at our school it was different offices for the different grade counselors and the different grade principals. Definitely memorize and just like I said, if there's a map available, study it. Or if you're registering and they allow you to walk around and memorize the halls and the classrooms, so that way when you get your schedule and on the first day of school, you know where to go and you don't have to be where do I go? Or ask the teacher oh, my next classroom's this one, where do I go? You'll just automatically know. It's very helpful, so you won't be like the deer at headlights, not knowing where to go. You're just in the middle of the hallway looking around while everyone's pushing at you because they know where to go. So it just definitely helps memorizing. Tip number 4, join a club, a sports club.
Clubs, sports, any of those.
Yeah.
School activities.
Yeah, join any school activities. I know in middle school, at least in our middle school, they did sports by grades, but choir, band, and any other clubs or activities you do around your school, it was just all together. And it's a great way to make more friends, especially with upperclassmen. It's so much fun. When I was in choir, I became friends with this 8th grader. When I believe I was in 7th and she was in 8th grade, and we became friends. and we went on to the high school. She was still in choir, and so was I, and we were like, hey, like we remembered each other, we were friends. She introduced me to her friend, I introduced her to my friends, and we just became this one big old family in choir. It was so much fun. And you become friends with people you never think you'd be friends with. I know we both joined sports.
Yeah.
I was basketball.
And I was in volleyball.
And believe it or not, like I'm the quiet girl in class, but being the quiet girl and joining in basketball, I became friends with this like girl who was, I would say, troublemaker, and we became friends. And in 9th grade, we ran into each other, and we were like, hey, like talking like if we knew each other for years, which technically we did because we went to elementary together, but we never spoke to each other because that's how opposite we were. And basketball brought us together, and it brought me like so many different friendships. It's like, it's a great way. Just go out there, join. If you want to be in dance, join dance, cheerleading, drama club, choir, basketball, football, volleyball, soccer,
golf.
Oh yeah, they have
tennis.
Golf now. Yeah, I joined tennis once in elementary. It was okay. I just didn't like the kids around me. Like so many different clubs and organizations, like what everything going on. It's a great way to make new friends, and it's just like it gets you out of your comfort zone.
It really does.
And you find out like a new side of you that you never knew was there. And it's just like, whoa. So it's really good to just do that. Like
Make
join.
memories.
Yes, tons of memories.
A lot of good memories.
That one time we won our very first basketball game. That's a memory I'll never forget. Especially in 8th grade. Just join a club or anything, you'll have tons of fun. Tip number 3, make lunch plans with your friends. Entering middle school can be so difficult, like it's so much different in elementary.
A lot more kids.
Yeah, so you're gonna get lost. Okay, 6th graders, let me speak to you. Okay, let me preach to you. You're gonna get lost. You're gonna be so confused. You're gonna see a lot of new other 6th graders that you've never met before, and they're all coming out because y'all are so hungry. You're like, yes, lunchtime. But you don't want to be that lonely kid in line, and you get your food and you have nowhere to sit. And I mean, at least by high school, you at least have everyone's phone number. You can just call them and all that. But it's still good. Like you feel like you're in elementary. You feel like you're in middle school all over again. Like you feel completely lost. But I mean, in high school it's different. You have cell phones. You could just pop out that cell phone and be like, hey, yo, where you at? But in 6th grade, it's like, it's a little intimidating. So just make plans before lunch with your friends. Pick a spot where you're going to meet. And that way you guys all just get together in that you get together in that one spot and you're there. So that way you just get in line and you can get your food, and then you pick a table. Make sure you pick a good table, because that's going to be your table for the next 3 years in middle school and the next 4 years in high school. Or, well, that sounds weird saying, because in our school it was just 3 years in high school. 9th grade was separate. But that will literally be your table for the rest of the school year and the years after. So pick a good one. You don't want to pick one like, let me just say this. If you have an outdoor patio like we did, there was like 2 tables under the tree, and me and my friends got stuck there once, and we couldn't eat our lunch because literally the birds poop 24/7 there. So the table's covered in poop, and none of us ate lunch that day because we were too scared that the poop would land on our food. And true story, it landed on my hand, and it landed in my friend's hair. And we knew from that day on, it was our sophomore year. We didn't know better. Definitely want to pick a good table. Don't sit in the I know trees are good for shades, but just make sure there's no birds there. And you just like pick such a good table. You don't want it to be like, you don't want to be near people that you're not gonna like. Like, let's say the person you don't get along with is on this table and your table ends up being right next to theirs. That's it. You're stuck seeing each other for the rest of the school year. And the years after, yes, like that's the worst. So pick a good table, pick a spot where you're, the first day of school, pick a spot to meet your friends before. That way, once you guys have a table and you guys know where you're going to be, you can just get in line. And you can be like, oh yeah, I'm by myself in line. But it's okay. I know where to meet my friends afterwards. It's a whole lot better. And trust me, you're going to want to do that. Tip number 2, staying organized and doing your homework. I know it's hard to stay organized. It lasted me like about 2 weeks being organized. And I know in elementary you don't take notes. I mean, they try teaching you a bit, but I mean, you don't need to. But in middle school, depending how strict your teachers are and who they are, you're going to need to take lots of notes. So you definitely want to stay organized. And I know there's some teachers that are like, homework by this time, if not, that's it.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of YouTubers out there that are doing like how to stay organized for school. Definitely listen to them and do that, because it's so helpful and it's less stress on you, because you don't want to be that one student digging through your backpack looking for last night's homework. And there are some mean teachers out there that if they pass by and it's not out, that's it, they won't accept it. And you don't want to be like, I found it, and they won't take it from you. Like, that's it, you got a 0. What I had actually gotten a folder, and I had it like specifically just for homework, and I put all my homework in like from class orders, like what was first period, second period, third, like it was all just in order. That way when I took it out, every class homework was in the front. So much easy. Wish I would have kept that up, because I didn't. But you guys definitely need to keep it up, stay organized, and especially if they have you write tons of notes, make sure it's clear to where you write it, because believe it or not, they actually do like have like they're not gonna give you nothing to study on. It's whatever you write down. And if you didn't get the notes while they were teaching it, then you have nothing to study, and you're gonna be like, great, there's a test, what am I studying?
And they grade your notes sometimes.
Oh yeah, they do. Some teachers do grade your notes. I forgot that.
And also handwriting does count, so if they don't understand it, they're probably not gonna.
Yeah, I remember, I know it wasn't my teacher. I think it was my friend's teacher. She didn't understand someone's handwriting, and so she goes, I can't read it. How do I know you're gonna be able to read it? If you
and they made it write them again.
Yeah, and they're like, if you can't read this, then how are you gonna study? How are you gonna pass your test? How are you gonna pass my class? And so they literally like rewrite it, do all this, and if you can't read it, that's your own fault, and they will not go over it again. Like, that's it. Once they talk about the subject, you take the notes down, make sure it's neat. And
so you gotta be neat and organized on your notes.
Yeah, because that's the only thing you're gonna have to study.
And they won't let you, like, if you're on the test, taking a test, you can't like use someone else's notes.
No, yeah, and especially if it's like if they allow you to use your notes during a test, trust me, you're gonna definitely want it to be organized. You want to understand it, because if you just scribble like, oh, okay, I'll fix it later, and you don't fix it later, comes the test, you're gonna be like, what did I write down here? You're gonna look at, and it happened to me once. I was like, I'll fix it later, let me just scribble this down real quick, because she's moving on to the next slide. I forgot to fix it, I didn't fix it, and that one part was exactly in the test, and I had no idea what the answer was. I was like, oh my goodness. And I guessed on it, and I got that answer wrong. So make sure it's neat. Definitely keep it neat. Stay neat for the rest of your life, at least for school. But staying neat in the rest of your life is good too.
Yeah.
Tip number 1: be in class on time. Trust me, it's definitely important. Because I know, at least for us here, 3 tardies equals 1 absence. And true story right here, my sister made me tardy so many times in 8th grade that it led me to get a referral, because they thought I was absent so many days and like so many tardies. So I got a referral, and for us it's what? Referral,
then probably lunch detention,
like a lunch detention, then like
ISS.
Yeah, you go to in-school suspension, then you go to like PRC, I believe.
Yeah.
Like after that, like if you keep on being tardy.
And then they also could make you take your class again for being absent too much.
Yeah. And you don't trust
You lose credit. You lose credit for your classes.
You don't want to go through that. Like,
it's not worth those few seconds of being late. It's not worth it.
Even if you're like, oh, well, I'm just like 5 seconds late, or
might as well have just missed the whole day.
Yeah, because even if you're just 1 second late, like, kid you not, there was this one guy. The bell rang and he was literally like right at the door, but because his foot wasn't like his body was not past the door into the classroom, he was counted tardy, and that's because he was like right there by the door. And then there are teachers that are so mean. If your butt is not on the seat.
Oh yeah, in your desk. Yeah.
Even if you're in class, but you're not sitting at your seat, you're tardy. And that's because you could be in class. It all just depends who your teachers are. So definitely don't be tardy, because it's just not worth it. You're like, oh, but I'm just a few seconds late. No, trust me. There are teachers that will count it. Now, if you're lucky to have a teacher who doesn't count it, like I had a teacher once let it slide, like we literally made eye contact, and he let my like tardiness slide, like he didn't count it at all. Then like, yay, like, you know, yes, that's like, I got so lucky right there. And you know, other kids get lucky like that, but don't take advantage of it, because then they'll, like, teachers notice when you try to take advantage.
Yeah.
And then they'll just be like, oh, no, okay, let me put this person tardy. They've been tardy this many times. Then they send it to the principal, and then it's not worth it.
Yeah, especially if it's unintentional and then you go late. Then they'll for sure just write it down because they know you.
Yeah. And then, like, what if you really do have a good excuse for running late? Like, if, like, for first period, like, let's say something happened on the way to school, so you have a good reason to be late, then they're gonna not be like, oh, well, no, you're just making an excuse because you've been late so many times, when it's like, you actually have a good excuse for being late.
A real excuse.
And they won't believe you because you've been late so many times. And it's like, no, just be on time. And boys, I always thought it was so cute, and it is cute walking your girlfriend to her class. But let me tell you, it's not worth it, because then you get tardy, and it goes bad on you while your girlfriend has perfect attendance and you have so many tardies, and then you end up going into in-school suspension because you kept being tardy. So, like, I thought it was so cute.
Yeah.
But it's kind of not worth it, because then you're late and it goes bad on your record. Like, I did not take that serious. They do check your school records. When you want to get a job, they will literally ask how your attendance went in school. And if they see that you were tardy all the time, then they're like, oh, they're always going to be late to our work. It's serious. I didn't know it was, but it is. So just be on time. Especially if you're in high school. Be on time, high school students. Girls, I know you want to look pretty. You want to be like 100%, what's that word called? You want to be on fleek. I know you want your hair done. You want to do your makeup, your eyebrows. You want to be like, you want a girl to look at you and be like, man, you're goals. But girls, if you're going to do that, then wake up super, 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 super early. That way you're not late for school. Or if you're like so confident like me, I was okay with my friends seeing me without makeup. There were days where I would go to school without makeup, and then I would just do my makeup at school. Or I would just go with my hair in a bun and then just fix it at school. All just depends how like confident you are. I mean, I had like, there were some girls that would like literally get ready at school.
Oh yeah, the restroom.
Like, especially that we had in one of our restrooms in the high school, we had a big old mirror, so there was always girls in there getting ready.
You always see selfies in that one.
But definitely, it's not worth getting late, because you don't want to get a referral, you don't want to get detention, you don't want to go into ISS, you don't want to go into PRC, because it's not worth it.
You also don't want to miss out on the lecture.
Oh yeah, especially if it's an important lecture.
Or a test or anything.
Or like if it's the end of the school year and they're getting you prepared for that big final test. It's not worth it, because then you're gonna sit there and you're gonna be like, we learned this, And everyone's gonna be like, yeah, we learned it. Oh, I wasn't here. I was over there being punished. It's just be on time. Okay, so that was our 5 tips. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope it helps you out. I know it's gonna help me out because if you watch my vlogs, then you would know that I'm starting school again. It's been years. I want to say like 5, 6 years since I've actually been to school.
Better late than never.
Right? Hey. But so I'm gonna start school again in January, and so these tips are definitely gonna help me out. I've already downloaded the college map, so I'm already memorizing it. And I'm trying to figure out how to do it for lunch because I know I'm not gonna have any friends there. So I'm working on that. But I know these tips are gonna help me, especially staying organized and all that. So I hope it helps you guys. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great school year. And yo, seniors, this is your year. This is your year.
Enjoy it.
It's gonna go by super fast. Her brother's a senior. I'm like, oh yeah. It freaks me out. It just falls into my head. He's a senior. Oh my god.
And his classes is gonna be so easy. He has nothing but one shot.
Yeah. See, seniors. Let me. Juniors and sophomores, listen to me, okay? Focus and stay on track. You get all your credits done. By the time you're a senior,
you get to have all electives. All electives.
I went my junior year. I went to go speak to my counselor, and I was like, okay, how many credits do I need to graduate? And she goes, oh, well, you need 36. She goes, the total credits is 36. She goes, let me see how many credits you have. You have 34 credits. You only need 2 more credits. And I'm like, only 2 more credits? I was like, oh snap. And she goes, you only need, I think it was English 4.
Yeah.
And economics and government or whatever the other one's called.
Government.
Right,
but
government?
those 2 are like you switch out in
Yeah. Those are the only ones I needed. I was done with science. I was done with math. And she goes, well, what do you want? And I'm like, I want to stay in choir. She's like, okay. She goes, choir? No problem. She goes, I'll keep you in choir. And I was just like, oh my gosh, what do I choose? I'm like, what do I choose? I go, throw me in anything. My senior year was carefree. So it's like, and her brother having a carefree. Man, his schedule is better than what mine was. He has a more carefree schedule than what I had.
Yeah.
I don't know how he did it.
I didn't, because I actually had failed my science class.
Take it serious so that way when senior year comes, you're free. You could have a fun senior year.
Yeah.
Enjoy it, seniors. It's gonna go in a blink of an eye. You're gonna be all like, I won't cry. You're gonna eventually kind of end up crying. Although, guys, I know you're gonna make fun of us girls because my friend made fun of us, but we're sensitive, okay? It's just enjoy it. This is your time. Last year of being like, even though you're a young adult, it's technically your last year of also being a child. But get ready to spread your wings and welcome to adulthood. The struggle is indeed real. But have fun this year. And yeah, I kind of got deep. Woo! So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Make sure to subscribe, because I know we're weird. You could be weird with us. We'll see you guys next time with a new video. Bye.
Bye.